Sweden almost did not make it to this World Cup. Not close, not nearly. They finished bottom of their qualifying group without winning a single game. Their fans were booing their own manager out of a job. And then, when everything was on the line in the playoff stage, one man changed the story. After failing to win any of their 6 qualifiers and finishing bottom of Group B, Sweden qualified for the playoffs thanks to their UEFA Nations League ranking. Under manager Graham Potter, they beat Ukraine 3-1 in the semi-finals, with Viktor Gyökeres scoring a hat trick. In the final, Gyokeres struck again, netting an 88th-minute winner as Sweden edged Poland 3-2 to qualify for the World Cup. Gyokeres had gone 492 days without scoring for Sweden before those playoffs. Then he scored 4 goals in 2 games and sent his country to North America. He said after the Poland winner that it was one of the most important goals he had ever scored in his career, if not the most important. That is the emotional fuel Sweden carry into Estadio BBVA in Monterrey on Sunday night. And Tunisia, who qualify for their 3rd consecutive World Cup and their 7th overall, are standing in the way of a statement opening result. Let's start with Sweden, because the attacking story here is genuinely exceptional. Viktor Gyökeres and Alexander Isak give Sweden one of the most physically and technically dangerous striking partnerships at the entire tournament. Gyokeres plays for Arsenal. He has 19 international goals from 32 caps. Isak plays for Liverpool, and before his injury-disrupted season, had scored 54 goals in 86 Premier League games for Newcastle. 2 elite strikers. 2 different profiles. Gyokeres is the bulldozer, relentless in the press, ruthless in the box. Isak is the technician, clinical, composed, capable of scoring goals that other forwards cannot even conceive. Sweden will miss the creativity of Dejan Kulusevski, who is absent from this World Cup due to long-term injury. That is a significant loss behind the front two. But Anthony Elanga provides pace and direct running from wide, and Yasin Ayari gives them energy through the middle. Potter was appointed as Sweden's head coach late in the qualifying campaign after the previous manager was sacked following a campaign so poor that fans were openly calling for his removal. Potter arrived with one goal: get Sweden to the World Cup. He succeeded, having been in the job for less than 3 competitive matches. Now he has to manage a squad at a major tournament with very little preparation time. This is a coaching setup with limited tournament experience at this level, which makes the tactical demands of Group F even more challenging. Sweden's predicted lineup is a 3-4-1-2. Koen Nordfeldt in goal, Isak Hien, Gustav Lagerbielke, and Victor Lindelof as the back 3, Daniel Svensson, Jesper Karlström, Yasin Ayari, and Gabriel Gudmundsson at wingback and in midfield, Anthony Elanga as the creative support, and Gyokeres and Isak in the 2-striker system up front. Gudmundsson has been battling a virus in the days before the match and was touch and go to be fit for Sunday. He has been given the green light to start, which is a significant relief for Potter given there is a notable lack of genuine replacement options on the left. Now Tunisia, and this team's qualifying record deserves more attention than it is getting. Tunisia went through CAF qualifying unbeaten and without conceding a single goal. Unbeaten, 0 goals conceded. Across an entire African qualifying campaign against some of the continent's toughest opponents. That defensive record is remarkable, and it is the foundation on which their World Cup hopes are built. But the warm-up results are a serious warning sign. Tunisia lost to Mali in the last 16 of the Africa Cup of Nations, were beaten 1-0 by Austria on June 1st, and then were hammered 5-0 by Belgium on June 6th. They have failed to score in 3 straight games and have netted just once in 4 warm-up matches. A team that did not concede a single goal in qualifying is now not scoring either. That is a concerning combination heading into the biggest match they will play all year. Their manager is Sabri Lamouchi, appointed in January. He is expected to set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation built to frustrate, with Abdelmuhib Chamak in goal behind a back 4 of Ali El Abdi, Montasser Talbi, Omar Rekik, and Jan Valeri. The key creative player is Hannibal Mejbri. The Burnley midfielder and former Manchester United youth player was an unused substitute in the 5-0 defeat to Belgium and is expected to return to the starting lineup against Sweden. Hannibal finding pockets between Sweden's midfield lines is Tunisia's best route to creating a goal. He is the one player capable of unlocking a tight game with a moment of individual creativity. Tunisia's only win against Sweden this side of the millennium came in 2003, a 1-0 result in a friendly. That is the full head-to-head record between these teams in recent history. The group context matters here. Group F contains the Netherlands and Japan, meaning neither Sweden nor Tunisia can afford to gift points to the other. Both know that a strong result here could be decisive in the race to qualify for the knockout rounds. Tunisia have never progressed beyond the group stage in any of their 6 previous World Cup appearances. Sweden made it out of the group in each of their last 4 appearances, including a third-place finish at the 1994 tournament on American soil. That experience matters. Here's the prediction. Sweden is the better team. The forward line alone is worth the admission price. Gyökeres and Isak against a Tunisia defense that looked genuinely shaky in the warm-up results is the clearest quality mismatch in this entire group stage. Tunisia will set up deep, stay compact, and hope to frustrate Sweden in the first 30 minutes before hitting on the counter. But the 5-0 Belgium result is too recent and too damaging to ignore. Something is off in this Tunisia setup right now. Sweden are favorites, but not by as much as their attacking names suggest. Tunisia are organized enough to make this uncomfortable for a while, but the individual quality up front should eventually tell. The call: Sweden 2, Tunisia 0. Gyokeres scores. Isak scores. Tunisia keeps it tidy in defense for an hour before Sweden's quality wears them down in the final 30 minutes. If Hannibal has one of those days where he runs the game from midfield, this could be tighter than that. But Sweden 2, Tunisia 0 is the clearest read on this match. What is your prediction? Drop it in the comments. And if you want every Group F match covered before kickoff, subscribe now.